right, ladies and gentlemen, there they are. It's 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship of the World. The gentlemen are busy now. Caleb Plant, Mike Lee, the champion versus the challenger, takes place once again at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Saturday, July the 20th, live on Fox and Fox Deportes. Tickets available AXS.com, in person, on phone, MGM Resorts International.
All right. Good afternoon. Well, I don't say much. Our team don't say much. We do a lot. And I want to say this here, as far as our team is concerned, Mike Lee, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Like they want to say, the college kid, the streets kid, hey, this is what makes fights, you know? So my whole thing is, I talk with Mike, I call him Politician Mike. Reason why I call him that, look at him. He fit the script. This is something he don't have to do. But he does it because he loves it. You know, he wants to prove to people what he can do without the background of the education. So now, I'm not going to say much. I'll just leave it to Caleb's Plant. Let them do what they do. Thank you.
And we appreciate that longtime respected trainer Jamal Abdullah. And now allow me to introduce to you members.
On this beautiful day in this beautiful city. I'll get right to it. Caleb Plant's the champion now. So our situation has changed a little bit. Now we get to defend the belt. Even though our situation has changed somewhat, we have not. We are still the men that fought our way to this belt. I can assure you that our team, Coach Justin Gammer, Coach Larry Wade, and myself will have Caleb 110% ready come fight night. We are winning this fight. We are keeping this belt. Thank you.
Thank you, Richie Plant. And now let's meet our principals for this main event. First, a Chicago native and a graduate of Notre Dame University with a degree in business. But from the year 2010, his business has been boxing. He's undefeated. He's ranked the IBF light heavyweight #1 contender. He is actually moving down in weight, bringing that power with him to the 168-pound division. His last fight, he had a unanimous decision win over Josh Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome hungry, proven, battle-ready, top contender. Please welcome Mike Lee.
How's everybody doing? I'm excited to be here in LA. This is where we have camp and we've trained for a while, so this has been home to me. Even though I'm born and raised in Chicago and I plan on bringing this belt home for Chicago, LA has become a second home to me, so I'm extremely grateful to be here. Today has basically been the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, discipline, scars all over my body, years in the hospitals. It was a tough road to get here. I'm 21-0 for a reason, and I think a lot of people in this room probably underestimate me. And that's good. I like that. I've been underestimated my whole career, ever since I got signed by Top Rank, whether it was 10-0, 20-0, but here we are. I've thrived with that, people thinking I can't do it. So I'm not the kind of guy that comes up here and talks a lot of smack. Like I said yesterday at the New York press conference, I respect Caleb Plant. He's a champion for a reason. And I respect any fighter that can stand up here and what it takes to step into that ring in front of millions of people. You got to be a different kind of animal. And I am that animal. I'm going to come there July 20th. I'm going to come in with power. I'm coming with strength. I'm coming with speed, bigger guy, and I'm coming for that belt. So I'm going to give it everything I have, and that's the plan. You're going to see the new IBF world champion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. It's certainly a pleasure to hear from two very articulate fighters. Our second articulate fighter now will have the microphone. He's the defending champion. He's the reigning champion, and his last fight was an unanimous decision win over Jose Uzcategui, who was the champion. He knocked down Uzcategui 2 times. He's a 26-year-old Nashville native now training out of Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone now a fighter known as Sweet Hands. He's the exciting, undefeated, reigning IBF super middleweight champion of the world, Caleb Plant.
For those trying to learn that mentality, that's a quote. You see, the reason he's trying to learn that, the reason he's searching for that, is because he has not been through the necessary things that it would take to instill in someone at the proper level. All the motivational videos that he watches and books that he reads, the manifestation videos that he watches and books that he reads, I'm the very essence and meaning of that. I'm the pinnacle of all those things that he studied. Because you can study all you want, but you can't learn the shit in no history book. And you can't learn mental fortitude, because those things are earned, they're not learned. You see, he's been standing on dry water his whole life, reading and learning how to swim, but he's never been in the deep end. July 20th, he's in the deep end. He's in uncharted territory. So I'm curious on how he plans on beating me. Does he plan on roughing me up and pressuring me and breaking me down, knocking me out and getting me out of there like my last opponent, Jose? Is he going to do that better than he could? Does he plan on outboxing me with his boxing IQ and his hand speed and his foot speed? No way. There's not a person from 160 to 175 who could do that. Does he plan on beating me here? Because all the things that he's read and learned outweighs real life events? Absolutely not. Does he think he's going to beat me here because he's had to dig deeper than me to sit in this chair? Absolutely not. You see, you keep standing here saying, I'm not much of one to stand here and talk shit. But I'm not into that either, because I'm not doing that today, and I wasn't doing that yesterday in New York either. I'm stating facts. Everyone in this room and everyone who's tuned in knows it. He knows it, and I know it. These are just facts. I'm not into standing up here yip-yapping and spouting out a bunch of nonsense and raising my voice, because I don't have to raise my voice or do any of that for each and one of you to know that I mean exactly what I say, and I say exactly what I mean. And if you check my track history, everything I've said has been written in stone. But everything he said, all my past opponents, all my critics who said that I couldn't be here and that I wouldn't win this world title, everything that they've said has been written in sand. Commitment. I've been committed to the same thing for the past 18 years straight, nonstop. I've been through hell and back. And rain, sleet, or snow, I stay committed to the same thing. And commitment, that's an important word. Commitment. One that many don't take as serious as they should. You used to play basketball. Did you commit to that? You played pee-wee, high school, and college football. Did you commit to that? You have a financial degree. Did you commit to that? You do acting here and there. Did you commit to that? Because you're looking at someone who's been committed to the same thing day in and day out. I'm bred for this. I was created for this. It's the only thing I've done my whole life. July 20th, I'll be defending and keeping the thing that I've worked my whole entire life for, and that's written in stone.
On the live streams. Well, you didn't come here to hear me talk, so let's jump right into it. Caleb, champ, last time I saw you, we were standing in the ring. You were overcome by emotion after winning your first world title. You said this was for your daughter. You've had to battle through so much adversity. The loss of your daughter in advance of the title, the loss of your mother after. Where do you find the strength? Where does that come from to just keep coming back?
For me, it's simple. At every decision that has to be made, you can go left or you can go right. And from the genesis of my being, every time that it was time to make a tough decision, I went left. Because I do not fold, and I do not break, and I do not bend for anybody or anything. So, no matter what's tossed my way, no matter what's put on my plate, this journey must go on for me. Because as we spoke in New York, he said he has nothing to lose. But for me, myself, I have everything to lose. Because that's how I keep a roof over my head and food in my belly. So for me, it's easy. You just continue to put one foot in front of the other. It'll rain some days, but it won't rain forever. The sun will come out, so.
Mike, I saw you smiling through his speech there. You guys had a few words here. What are your thoughts of Caleb Plant?
I appreciate him watching me online so much and learning about what I'm up to. If you admire me, thank you. You know, the point blank is I do it all. Yeah, I've done those things and I've had fun, but I've been in the gym every goddamn day working too. You know, when I spent 2 years in that hospital getting diagnosed with that autoimmune disease and having 7 fights since, when doctors told me I could never fight again, I'm standing right here. My face is up there because I had the balls to push through that pain. I never talk about someone else's pain. He doesn't know my story, I don't know his. That's why I say I respect him as a fighter. But if he's so intense on watching YouTube videos and quoting me, thank you, man. I appreciate the admiration.
A jack of all traits, but a master of none.
Caleb,
You write that down somewhere?
why am I here? Caleb, you told me in the fighter meetings in advance of your title fight that you've always been on the B side. You've always been the underdog. Well, now you're the champ. How has that changed your mindset, if at all?
I'm not the A side. Check my track history. I'm not supposed to be here. This is just, that'll break down, that'll fade. As beautiful as that thing is and as much weight as it holds in the boxing world, it's about more to me than that. It's not just about belts and money and fame. It's not why I'm sitting here. It's about legacy for me. So my mindset hasn't changed, as my father said. I've been looking at myself and talking to myself and carrying myself as a world champion since the day I started this. So it's really nothing new to me. I'm the same person, I work the same, I talk the same, I act the same. I'm the same person I've always been. So.
Mike, when you got the word that you were going to fight for the world title on Fox, what was the first thing you did?
I started crying. This is a dream come true for me. I've wanted this so hard. I've been through so much in days, and I thought that my boxing career, my dream would be over. I've been chasing this dream since I was 8 years old, through all the ups and downs. So, you know, I started crying, and I was so excited for this opportunity. And I thank Fox, I thank Al Heyman, I thank PBC for putting me in this opportunity and letting me go after this dream. And that's what I'm doing here, you know. I'm chasing a dream that others thought I could never have. Most of the people in this room, to be honest. And that's why I don't go online and check all that stuff, you know. Check what people are saying, the quotes. It doesn't matter to me, because the beauty of this sport is at the end of the day, it's only me and Caleb in there. Everybody else sitting out there can talk. Half of them never even been in a ring. 99% of them never even been in a ring. Know what it's like to have thousands of people be a main event and millions of people watching all over the world. know what it's like to break your nose in the second round, keep fighting 8 more rounds, break your hand in the third round, keep fighting 8 more rounds. I do. I've been there because that's the kind of person I am. So I don't listen to criticism of people, anybody outside of my team. All I think about is myself. I focus on myself, and I know that if I come July 20th as the best Mike Lee possible, that I can win. I don't worry about anybody else. I'm not worried about Caleb, his team, any of the reporters. Quite honestly, any of you people in this room that's not my parents or family back there. So it means nothing to me.
Caleb, I hear you saying no way. What do you mean by that?
No way.
No way. No way he's going to beat you. No way he's going to take your title.
No way. Because I'm not concerned with the people in this room. I don't care about those cameras. I just told you I don't care about the cameras and the fame. All that comes with this. It's not that he should be worried about, and it's not that separates me from him. I have been bred to do this. On your website, it says you picked up boxing after your senior year of high school. So did you start this when you was 8, or did you start this after your senior year of high school?
You want me to sign an
lying,
autograph for you after this or something?
I
God
study.
damn.
I study. You should try it sometime.
Studying my website? Okay.
Yep, I study
Yeah,
everything about you, and come
We'll
July
set up a
20th,
little
I'll know
autograph
everything
section
about you.
right over there for you. Maybe I'll give you some Mike Lee gloves. You've been looking at me so
What
much.
you need to do is keep some of that Mike Lee CBD, because you're going to need it for that ass after I knock you
Hey,
out July 20th.
hey.
Because that's exactly what's happening is you
Hey.
get knocked the fuck out come July 20th.
Actually, I appreciate the
So
CBD
make sure you
plug.
keep some of that CBD, because you're
Thank
going to
you,
need to rub it
brother.
on that tail end after I kick that ass.
You're just making me money up here, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Keep making me money.
Well, enjoy this
As-
payday, because this is your last big one after you get knocked the fuck out.
As you can see,
Knocked out. You haven't knocked
this
someone
is
out in
going
8
to
fights.
be an incredible fight on Fox. We could keep going here, I'm sure, but we have some lunch to be had, and I know you fighters want to go relax, get off this stage, take a moment as you get ready for this big fight, July 20th at the MGM in Las Vegas. You're not going to want to miss it now. We'll have the fighters face off. I'm sure it will be an intense one, and we'll bring up my friend and Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., to close things out. Guys, if you could face off, please. One final time.
Gentlemen, last photo chance.
We'll do a team shot too today.